Absolute horror. Watch your head and down to the basement.
There's a shipwreck down there. It was super slippery.
3 photographers on an adventurous road trip through northern Norway. Steep mountains, rugged islands, deep fjords. Perfect conditions for Team Haukland.
We got here at 11 p.m. It's cold in the house because there are no radiators. It's kind of creepy and it's kind of uncomfortable.
Hey dude, look at that!
Safety first, yeah? If you want to escape at night, ain't no chance. You can't rent a house like this. It's half a construction site.
Rather bad conditions. We texted with the landlord and the landlord just said we have to go into the basement because there might be radiators. Maybe we shouldn't do that.
So, who's first?
Okay, and suddenly I got the pole position or what?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it really was a haunted house.
Christoph, be careful.
I have no light.
Okay, it goes on back there. I don't even want to look.
Uh-oh, what has been done on this bench?
Uh-oh, there's a stain. Is that blood?
Hey, put the light in the corners back there, you never know. And there's a chair, a super creepy chair.
Yes, there are dark spots on it.
Okay, what's there? Let's go back there and see what we can... Damn it. Ooh. Hey, there's one.
Fire extinguisher.
Hey. A bit old, but at least one. Maybe we can find another one.
Do you think it's a good idea to take it up?
Quick man, let's get back up.
Boy, that stairs are steep. Hey. So there really was a radiator. How crazy is that? But thing is, we have 2 bedrooms. Now we have to, fight who gets it. Hey, we found another one. There behind the stairs. Cool. So we have 2. Yeah, we found these radiators. We actually dried our shoes for the first time, and when the moisture came out of the shoes and the room slowly warmed up, the door's glass fogged up, and suddenly there was a child's hand. And this is not a joke. My hand is like that big, and the hand was maybe only that big. A child's hand on the fogged glass. Creeps, man, creeps. And this is where we were supposed to sleep. And I shared a room with Ludwig, and we had a pretty weird wardrobe built into the wall somehow. And I just put the bed in front of the wardrobe so that no one can climb out of it at night. Yeah, we had a bit of paranoia, but in the end we were just too tired, just slept.
We survived the night. Everyone was still there and nobody noticed anything paranormal while we slept.
We slowly started the day at maybe 12 or something and had to take care of our rental car. We are in Leknes and described the tire problem, and now we'll see what can be done. Maybe a replacement car, if one is available. It's not like there are thousands of 9-seater buses standing around here. Yeah, of course we want to avoid the tire to pop, especially when we drive back maybe to the airport. That would be very annoying if we miss the flight and get lost at night. Things took about an hour and a half, and we actually got a new vehicle for 2 days, and during that time the tire should be exchanged. And I think something like that isn't done in Germany. They usually change both tires, but yeah, we got one tire replaced. In any case, we had a new vehicle, a little smaller SUV, 5 people, was a bit, well, let's say cozy with all the photo bags, but it worked out in the end.
We then took our new car for a spin around Lofoten Island. And this is actually a completely different scenery, with even bigger mountains. We then stopped directly in a bay with a beautiful stream that ended in a waterfall.
Here's a tree and you can't see it from the other side, but it looks pretty interesting on that hill with the little house and the mountains, the clouds. It looks very cool. It's all a question of perspective. Because 10-20 meters away it can look completely different than 10-20 meters to the right.
It is cloudy, which is great for streams, because the light is good and there are no light peaks. Great conditions! It looks good with the eye, but in the camera it's a bit difficult with the background. Very little depth.
Yeah, some spots you have to experience in real life and not just photograph them.
We could go further up and maybe climb, but my shoes are already wet and it's very swampy. I'm better saving energy for another shot.
Christoph is out with the drone.
Yeah, it got a little shower, but it needed to be cleaned anyways. Just fly it up through the clouds and it comes down freshly cleaned.
Yeah, some clean their drone at home, others drive to Norway to clean it. Different techniques can lead to the goal.
I looked for another place with a view on the mountain, and currently the tide is high. And one or the other can perhaps still remember the Around the World episode we filmed here in winter 2015. That's exactly where we've been, but at low tide. You could walk almost all the way to the house or to this little island there. And now at high tide, it doesn't work of course, but it looks very, very cool in the picture. But then it started to rain again relatively quickly, so we got back in the car and drove a little further. Christoph has never been to the Lofoten yet, so we stopped at the Lofoten spot, Hamnøy.
Whenever it comes to Norway or Lofoten, this picture can be seen somewhere. Everyone knows it, everyone has seen it before, and it was a dream of mine to capture it. Never been there before, of course seen it 1,000 times, and I even drove across the bridge via Google Earth once. Now for the first time live, and great.
Whenever I have a rail, I use my tripod in exactly the same way. Bam, just clamp it on. I have 3 foams here and they hold it perfectly because otherwise it would not work from the height. They raised the railing here a few years ago, and before that you could just take pictures of it, but today it's not possible anymore. There's also a road right next to it, so better be careful, watch your step. Big trucks drive by here from time to time, but still it's a super cool spot. I photographed it so many times, but it looks different every time.
It's fantastic for taking pictures, as if a photographer had placed it like that. You have mountains in the background, water in the foreground, picturesque huts, and it fits wonderfully on 16mm. A dream to photograph. And it's super easy to get to. You stop right there, get out the car, take a picture. I like that.
No chance to get some grip.